Peace and love. Let's do a quick crystal message for the week. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well on your healing journey. And it's good to be with you again. Let's get some energy on the table. Thank you, Spirit, for your wisdom, for your higher knowledge. Thank you, Most High, for life. Thank you, angels, for your protection, for your guidance. Thank you, ancestors, for your courage, for your movement, for your power. Thank you, Creator, for the gift of life. Spirit, what messages do you have for us today as we move towards healing, continuously healing, as we move towards ascension, as we discover our higher purpose, as we open ourselves up to you, as we open ourselves up to the universe, as we look beyond what we see right in front of our eyes? What messages do you have for us, Spirit? Thank you. We have the Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Thank you, Crystal Messengers. What messages do you have for us? What healing messages do you have for us in our journey, in our movement forward? Thank you, Spirit. What messages do you have for us? Thank you. Messages of healing. Teacher. Cycles. Creativity. And Spirit is saying, this is your life purpose. You're an old soul. And this is your life purpose. Underneath life purpose, we had conflict, stibnite. Underneath that, we had malachite, healing. So you're here to heal conflicts, in whatever that way, and whatever that way may be. You're here to heal conflicts, whether that's dealing with people individually, or situations. But you're put here as a teacher. That's your purpose. Let's read what the Jaguar says. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. So we have the Jaguar there, if you can see it. This is a beautiful energy, a powerful energy here. This is a solitary energy, which means that whatever you're meant to do, whatever you're here to do, only you have the power to do it. And this particular Jaguar knows, this energy knows what it has to do. It knows its power. And it knows that its power is found in its individuality and in the solitude. It's accessing that knowledge there, that orb, that glowing orb. And whatever this Jaguar is accessing from this knowledge, or from this orb, or from Spirit, he's looking back at us. And it's his job to share whatever it is. This is a powerful energy. This is also healing and lessons and education from beyond the world and from beyond this lifetime. The old soul means is someone who's been here before and who has knowledge of those lifetimes as well. This Jaguar also kind of makes me think of someone that's kind of weary if you look at the eyes. So it's an energy of someone who's been here many times before and who's a little worn down by life a bit. Not in a negative way, but just you've seen so much, you've seen it all. So you're not surprised. This Jaguar isn't the type to be surprised, right? It's not that type of energy. It's a very knowing energy. It's a very patient energy too. But this Jaguar to me is not, it's like the Hermit in the Tarot. This Jaguar won't approach you with any information. It won't seek you out. It's not like that. You have to find this energy. You have to find this knowledge. You have to find this person. And they have to decide if you are ready or if you are willing to receive the information. And not only do you have to receive the information, you have to decipher the messages, because the Jaguar won't do that for you. Because it's the energy of this Jaguar that's kind of, I get the feeling that it's not talkative. I don't get a talkative energy from this. This is a quiet, peaceful, reserved energy, but still powerful. With knowledge of beyond worlds, like I said, knowledge of the higher realms, kept inside the higher self, kept inside the spiritual body, kept inside the heart. But he can share it or not. She can share it or not, you know. It's if you're willing and if you are desirous of the information, it can be shared. So this is a part of who you are, that energy of having that knowledge. But are you sharing it with others? How are you sharing it with others? Do you feel like it's your place to share it with others? Or do you hoard it and keep it for yourself? Because this is also that energy too, because this Jaguar could turn his face and not look at us any longer, and that information will just be on the inside. So that's what Spirit is saying. It's saying that you have information that you can share. You have healing that you can bless others with. You're a teacher with knowledge from other lifetimes. And it's a part of you that wants to remain hidden, because this Jaguar is sitting in the shadows, which is also that energy of the fact that somebody has done the shadow work. This Jaguar isn't afraid to do the deep work, right? They're not afraid to go into those dangerous parts of themselves, those parts that people like to keep hidden, those parts that people don't want to speak of. This Jaguar is comfortable enough alone to know every bit and every nook and cranny where the dust and the debris can hide, where the pains can hide. And they've brought those things to the surface many, many times. This Jaguar too is weary because of that, because they've spent time working on themselves and bringing up those shadow parts, working on that shadow self, bringing that up, doing that healing work, doing that deep spiritual dive, doing that deep spiritual healing, right? And so this Jaguar isn't afraid to go into the deep. They're not afraid to go into the deep of themselves, and they're not afraid to go into the deep of other situations. That's where the teaching comes in. Because sometimes we have to teach about things that scare us, or we have to teach about things that the others might not understand or couldn't even fathom. But somebody has to teach them, and somebody has that wisdom. And this Jaguar has it. And this Jaguar is thinking, you know, do I share what I know? Or do I keep it to myself? You know, it doesn't matter anyway to me, because I know who I am. This is a powerful card. This particular Jaguar in this card knows its power. They know who they are. They don't have to appease anyone. They're past the point of trying to fit in. They've decided to leave society. This is someone that has moved on the outskirts of society. This is someone that no longer plays the game. They have decided they have no interest in playing the game. They're not even interested in friendships necessarily. If you approach this Jaguar with truthfulness and honesty, and best believe they will know. This is the energy of knowing, reading the energy. And we understand Kets too, and how they They can sense and feel energy. They know when to be around people and when to scurry away, And they know when to raise their backs, and, the next thing you know, the hair is standing, because they know energy. This cat knows. And this particular jaguar has said no. No, you're not allowed in my energy. You're not allowed in my space. You're not allowed to have this knowledge unless you come to me with truth and honesty. And the way this jaguar is looking, look at that face. This jaguar sees the truth. They see the truth in your eyes and in your heart. So whoever you are, you're a powerful person with powerful energy, with knowledge from beyond this time that you could share, but it's up to you, Spirit is saying that you are a teacher. That is your life purpose. You're here to heal conflict. Who better than a jaguar? Somebody who's already dealt with the shadow sides of themselves, who's already looked at the scars deeply. They've looked at the wounds deeply. And they're at the point now where they can't be harmed by others. And even those wounds and those things that might open and might come back up, they're able to say, okay, where am I? What's going on? Why am I feeling this way? They're able to pinpoint that, and they're able to say, okay, let me move forward. They're not going to stay in that energy, right? And because you've been able to handle conflict, because you've been able to deal with conflict, because you might have had life with conflict, difficult life, difficult upbringing, whatever it could have been, whatever the situation Spirit put you in on this planet to be able to execute the grand plan that you're supposed to do while you're here, right? And so you're able to handle this conflict, which means you're able to heal it as well. You're able to heal it in yourself, and you're able to heal it in other people. That is your gift. That is your purpose. You're here to use your heart. You're here to love deeply. And we know how cats, they love, but they also, they can love from a distance too. And this particular jaguar with this power, it's the energy of a person having opened themselves up to wanting to heal and to wanting to share information, and maybe being shunned too. I get that feeling of being shunned from society with the way this jaguar is looking. Maybe people had things to say. Maybe people made fun. Maybe people didn't listen. And this jaguar is like, you know what, forget it. I can't tell these people anything. They're not listening to me. They don't understand me. I'm speaking another language. But the language that you speak can be deciphered by others, as long as they have truth in their hearts, right? That could be a part of the pain too. This idea of having to go on the outside of society, not truly belonging, not knowing where you fit in. But like I said, the jaguar at this point, because it's an old soul, it has no desires to be in the inner workings of it all. Its power comes from being on the outside, viewing things from the outside, looking in. A supreme observer. A supreme observer. This jaguar is the energy of someone knowing many things at one time. They're able to see this, they're able to see that, they're able to see you, they're able to see me. This is a very powerful energy. Spirit is saying that you've gone through difficult cycles with this Moonstone card. You've experienced many highs and lows in life when we look at that conflict energy. You've looked at your shadow with that Dumite. Oh, that came out beforehand. It's not out here now. But with that Stibnite, but that you're in the period now where it's time to reveal yourself. It's time to come on out now. Because whatever you were put in the shadows, when you put yourself in that shadow space to learn and to grow and to heal, when you took yourself away, you became stronger and more powerful. You gained that knowledge. That was a cycle, you know. And so now that cycle is closing and it's time to come on out of it, right? Not that you're going to rejoin society, because I don't think the Jaguar will ever truly rejoin society, become an active member in that way, but that you now are in a place where you can share what you have with those who are willing to hear it, right? Maybe it could be one or two. It could be 10 or 20. It could be thousands. It's whatever spirit wants it to be. It's whatever your higher self needs it to be. It's whatever that blueprint, that blueprint that was written up. It's whatever is written on that contract. Whatever you said you were going to do when you got here on this planet in this lifetime. That's what it is, right? And so the Jaguar can share itself and share its energy with a few or with many. It just depends. Creativity, you have it. Whatever it may be for you. You can be a writer. You can be a singer, an artist, a poet, a dancer. And maybe that's a part of it too. Maybe whatever the creativity, which is your gift, whatever it was, the way that you speak, the way that you communicate with the world, the way that you share yourself, maybe parts of it weren't understood by others. And maybe that caused you to want to go inside and say, you know what? But Spirit is saying that whatever your creative gift is, only you do it in that way. Only you have the ability to heal it in whatever way, right? It's your frequency. It's your energy. It's you. We came here to do specific work, specific spiritual work. You're here. You're put here to do something very specific, right? It's in your heart. It's in your mind. The Jaguar knows what it is, and you know what it is, right? It may be something unconventional. It may be something that wouldn't be understood by others. That's what we talk about a lot on this channel. It may be something that will cause you to be not necessarily shunned, because that's a negative word, but where others might be like, I'm not dealing with them because I don't know what they're up to. They're not supposed to know. They're not supposed to know because they can't decipher the language. But the ones who do know, the ones who do understand your gift, those are the ones who will receive the healing from your work. It's not anything that you can turn your back on forever. That's where the cycle comes in. You've had the time to be in solitude and to be in quiet. Now Spirit is saying it's time to come on out and bring that knowledge out into the world. And that's where the joy lies here. Let's get one more card. We had a lot of blues out here. And so we're dealing with the throat chakra. We're speaking our truth. We're dealing with the heart chakra. We're loving others in our way. We're loving ourselves by sharing our gifts with others. That's how we love ourselves fully, by sharing our gifts with others. Right? Give me a message for the Jaguar Spirit, this old soul, this energy. What message do you have for this Jaguar as they move forward on their healing journey, as they move forward, a lot of cards, as they move forward with their life purpose, as they move forward as a teacher and a healer, working to heal conflict? What message do you have? Thank you. Third eye chakra, azurite. Psychic, intuition, guidance. Azurite awakens psychic abilities and brings awareness to spiritual guidance. It offers a clear mind when in meditation and creates a clear connection to spirit. It helps relieve worries, negative thoughts, and phobias. Clear connection to spirit. Clear connection to spirit. That's what this Jaguar is looking at. It has a clear connection to spirit. You have a clear connection to spirit. You have psychic abilities. You have a high level intuition. And you're able to offer guidance to others. You are a teacher. And that's your life purpose. Let me see what fell on the floor here, because we have some more messages in these as well. We can't just hoard our gifts. We can't just keep them to ourselves. We have to share them. We got a few cards. We have Moonstone. Again. Emotional balance, intuition, and soothing. We have Danbarite. Spirituality, channeling, angelic. You need to talk with your angels. Jade, stability, prosperity, harmony. That's how you bring your prosperity in. That's how you bring your stability in, by exercising your life purpose and utilizing your gifts. Moving forward with power, with that power of that Jaguar energy. Smoky quartz, clearing, grounding, transformation. Move out your own way, right? And you've done the work. You've done the transformation. We're always transforming though. Because when you come out with this light and you exercise and you start to utilize your gifts and you start to get into your purpose, Spirit says you're going through a transformation. It'll bring stability into your life with this grounding. It'll help to clear negative things that have been in your path as well with that clearing. Rhodonite. Gratefulness, self-confidence, and support. And you show the Most High, you show Spirit that you're grateful for your gifts by utilizing them. That's what we're here to do. If you keep them locked up, then you're not accessing parts of yourself properly. You're keeping yourself hidden. You're not allowing your spirit to fully blossom or to fully move and fly like it wants to. You're keeping it stuck. Be grateful for your gift. Share your gift with others. Whether there's one person who might hear it, whether there's two people that might hear it, Spirit is saying we don't worry about the numbers. Spirit is not into the numbers game. Spiritual work is not about the numbers. Some will make you think it is, but it's really not about the numbers. It's about the frequency and the energy of whatever comes out of the work. It's the vibration that might start small but carries itself out. You share your work and your healing with one person, and they share it with somebody else, and they share it with somebody else, right? It's the vibration of the healing work. It's the vibration of the words, the vibration of the energy that carries and moves itself beyond what you can even imagine, right? And so you're saying thank you to the Most High for creation, for your abilities, for your gifts, and you utilize them. And that's also working in co-creation with Spirit and with the spiritual realm, because they see that you're doing what you're here to do. And then those blessings start to happen in different ways. Maybe not in the ways in which we think, but those ways that lead the spirit to be a little bit lighter for our ascension and for our journey to the next dimension. And that's what it's all about. I'm going to read this last bit here for the rhodonite. Rhodonite is a stone of compassion and helps to balance our emotions while healing scars of the past. It helps provide support to the heart chakra and reminds us of our soul's purpose. It ignites our true passions. And that's what we're doing here. We need to be reminded of our soul purpose. We actually don't need to be reminded, though, because this Jaguar already knows. You already know. Right? All right, peace. Until next time.